Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches multiple development projects worth around 7,500 crore rupees at Shirdi in Maharashtra. New Delhi expresses deep shock at death sentence for 8 Indian nationals in Qatar, says it is in touch with their family members and all legal options are being explored. All arrangements in place for launch of nationwide awareness campaign Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from the 15th of next month. 37th National Games get off to a colourful start in Goa. India's medal tally reaches all-time high of 82 with 18 gold, 23 silver and 41 bronze in Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka beat England by 8 wickets in Bengaluru. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of multiple development projects worth around 7,500 crore rupees at Shirdi in Ahmednagar district of Maharashtra. Mr. Modi launched development work in sectors like health, rail, road and oil and gas. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister said these significant projects in health and infrastructure will have a defining impact in the region.
हमारी सरकार सबका साथ सबका विकास के मंत्र पर चलती है। हमारी डबल इंजन सरकार की सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता गरीब कल्याण है। आज जब देश की अर्थव्यवस्था बढ़ रही है तो गरीब कल्याण के लिए सरकार का बजट भी बढ़ रहा है।
Mr. Modi mentioned distributing 1 crore 10 lakh Ayushman cards to beneficiaries in Maharashtra who will receive health insurance up to 5 lakh rupees. The Prime Minister also touched upon the newly launched PM Vishwakarma scheme, which aids lakhs of families of carpenters, goldsmiths, potters and sculptors with an expenditure of more than 13,000 crore rupees.
यहाँ महाराष्ट्र के छोटे किसानों के बैंक खातों में भी सीधे 26,000 करोड़ रुपए ट्रांसफर हुए हैं। मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि महाराष्ट्र सरकार ने नमो शेतकरी महासम्मान निधि योजना शुरू की है। इसके तहत महाराष्ट्र के शेतकरी परिवारों को 6,000 रुपए और अतिरिक्त दिए जाएंगे। यानी अब यहाँ के छोटे किसानों को सम्मान निधि के 12,000 रुपया मिलेंगे।
Throwing light on the Nil One Day project, which was approved in 1970 and had been pending for 5 decades, the Prime Minister highlighted that it came to completion only after the present government came to power. He said the centre is working towards completing 26 more irrigation projects in Maharashtra that were pending for decades. He emphasised that the government is committed to the empowerment of farmers. President Draupadi Murmu inaugurated the Foundation Week of the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, as part of its Golden Jubilee celebrations at Bengaluru, Karnataka today. Speaking on the occasion, the President said IIM Bangalore has been nurturing and promoting management talent and resources. The President said that in the last 5 decades, it has not only created managers but also leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs and change makers. President Murmu asked the future wealth creators to imbibe Mahatma Gandhi's lessons of life, which are not inconsistent with the ethics of business.
We are living in exciting times, and this is the age of the 4th industrial revolution. The work being done by the IIM Bangalore's data center and analytical lab is the areas of artificial intelligence, big data and machine learning will have a profound impact on the future of business and economy.
The government is set to roll out a nationwide outreach and awareness campaign, Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, from the 15th of next month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the yatra on the occasion of Birsa Munda Jayanti Janjati Gaurav Divas by flagging off information, education and communication vans. According to the Information and Broadcasting Secretary, Apurva Chandra, the Yatra will start from the Khuti district of Jharkhand for the tribal districts initially, and the remaining districts across the country will be covered from 22nd November 2023 to 25th January 2024. Mr. Chandra informed that this is the first time when all the Gram Panchayats will be covered during the outreach and awareness campaign. Over 3,700 urban local bodies having around 14,000 locations in urban areas will be covered. In view of the upcoming assembly elections in the states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram, the campaign will be rolled out in these states after the elections. Our correspondent reports that as India is aiming to be a developed country by 2047, the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is being planned to create awareness and ensure Jan Bhagidari in the developmental and welfare schemes. During the Yatra, key features of 20 schemes including Jal Jeevan Mission, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Jan Dhan Yojana, PM Awas Yojana, PM Pranam Yojana and Urea Subsidy Scheme will be showcased. The Election Commission will start a drive to update the details in the electoral rolls from tomorrow with a special focus on young voters, except the 5 poll-bound states. Addressing media persons after appointing actor Rajkumar Rao as the Election Commission's national icon today, Chief Election Commissioner CEC Rajiv Kumar said that 17-plus-year-old youngsters can now apply in advance to have their names enrolled in the voters' list and not necessarily have to await the prerequisite criterion of attaining the age of 18 years. The CEC said the electoral roll will be updated every quarter and eligible youngsters can be registered in the next quarter of the year in which they will attain the qualifying age of 18 years. The Lok Sabha Ethics Committee has summoned TMC MP Mahua Moitro on the 31st of this month in connection with cash for query allegation. The Ethics Committee today held a meeting in New Delhi in this regard. BJP MP Nishikant Dubey had alleged that TMC MP had taken bribes to ask questions in Parliament on behalf of a businessman to target the Adani Group and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Advocate Jayanant Dehradre appeared before the committee this afternoon in this case. Talking to reporters after the meeting, Chairman of Parliament Ethics Committee Vinod Sonkar said the committee heard both Nishikant Dubey and the lawyer who was summoned today. He said the committee has decided to send a letter to the Home and IT Ministry to provide details about the conversation between Hiranandani Mahua Moitro and the lawyer. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. India has expressed deep shock at the verdict of a death penalty in the case involving 8 Indian employees of Al Dehra Company. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that as per initial information, the Court of First Instance of Qatar passed the judgment today. The detailed judgment is being awaited. The ministry said it is in touch with the family members and the legal team and all legal options are being explored. In Jammu and Kashmir, an infiltration bid was successfully foiled in a joint operation launched by police and army along the line of control in the Machal sector of Kupwara district today. 5 terrorists were neutralized in the operation. The identification of the killed terrorists is being ascertained. India slammed Pakistan for raising the Kashmir issue in the midst of a debate meant for the Israel-Gaza situation at the United Nations Security Council open debate. India's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, R. Ravindra, called the remarks from the Pakistan side unworthy of a response. He termed the action as of a habitual nature. He also highlighted New Delhi's efforts to send humanitarian assistance to civilians in the Gaza Strip amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, saying it has sent 38 tons of food and critical medical equipment to the region. In a major milestone for the nation, Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri today launched India's first home-produced reference fuel in New Delhi today. Reference fuel is used for developing engines and assessing its performance. Earlier, India used to exclusively import it from other nations. Speaking at the event, the minister said its introduction is an important step towards Atmanirbharta in the fuel and energy sector.
Reference fuel are going to be used for testing and calibration of engines and vehicles here. So I would answer the question in terms of meeting our own requirement and slowly but surely going in the direction of meeting regional requirements. हमने ये कहा था कि 2030 का जो 20% का टारगेट है वो हम 2030 से लेकर 2025 तक ले आएंगे. अब 2025 के दिसंबर तक ले जाना है. अगर हमने अभी जो 12% का टारगेट कर लिया है, एंड ऑफ द ईयर भी कर लेंगे, अगले साल भी कर लेंगे.
In Mexico, at least 27 people have died due to Hurricane Otis in Acapulco after a Category 5 hurricane hit the country. Mexico's Federal Security Secretary Rosa Isela Rodriguez said there were 27 confirmed deaths and 4 disappearances. The key domestic indices extended their losses for the 6th straight session amid negative cues from the global share markets, a report from the business desk.
The Sensex fell 901 points to close at 63,148 mark. The Nifty declined 265 points to close at 18,857 level. In the forex market, the rupee closed at 83 rupees and 23 paise against the US dollar. Gold prices at multi-commodity exchange for December contracts were trading at 60,910 rupees per 10 grams. And in intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $87.77 per barrel. Rajesh Lake for Akashvani News.
The 37th National Games got off to a colourful start at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Goa today. Speaking after inaugurating the National Games, the Prime Minister said India is now advancing in various domains and setting unprecedented benchmarks.
ये नेशनल गेम्स एक प्रकार से आपके लिए, सभी नौजवानों के लिए, सभी खिलाड़ियों के लिए एक मजबूत लॉन्च पैड है. आपके सामने कितने अवसर हैं, उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए पूरे दमखम के साथ आपको श्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन करना है.
Mr. Modi said from Khelo India to TOPS Target Olympic Podium scheme, the government has created a new ecosystem to support players in the country. He expressed confidence that India is ready to conduct the 2036 Olympics in India. Goa Governor Sridharan Pillai, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, Union Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur, Indian Olympic Association President P.T. Usha and other dignitaries were present at the event, which featured performances by renowned artists including Sukhwinder Singh and others. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka thrashed England by 8 wickets at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru this evening, chasing a paltry target of 157 runs set by defending champions England. Sri Lanka secured victory in just 25.4 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. For Sri Lanka, Pathum Nissanka was the top scorer with 77 runs off 83 balls. Earlier batting first, England were bundled out for 156 runs as Sri Lanka struck at regular intervals. For England, Ben Stokes made 43 runs while Johnny Bairstow scored 30. For Sri Lanka, Lahiru Kumara scalped 3 wickets while Kasun Rajitha and Angelo Matthews claimed 2 wickets each. In the Asian Para Games at Hangzhou, India achieved its highest ever medal tally of 82 by clinching a total of 18 gold, 23 silver and 41 bronze. On day 4 of the events today, Indian athletes added a total of 18 medals to its tally, including 3 gold, 3 silver and 12 bronze, while the gold medals came in the fields like shot put, archery and shooting. The silver medals came in discus throw, shot put and women's 200-meter race. With this dream run, India created history by surpassing its previous best tally of 72 medals from the 2018 Games in Indonesia. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches multiple development projects worth around 7,500 crore rupees at Shirdi in Maharashtra. New Delhi expresses deep shock at death sentence for 8 Indian nationals in Qatar, says it is in touch with their family members and all legal options are being explored. All arrangements in place for launch of nationwide awareness campaign Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from the 15th of next month. 37th National Games get off to a colourful start in Goa. India's medal tally reaches all-time high of 82 with 18 gold, 23 silver and 41 bronze in Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka beat England by 8 wickets in Bengaluru. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.